Hello, welcome to this video. This is intended for students in Essential Math 40S who are taking vehicle finance, and we're going to look at the mathematics of leasing a vehicle. In a previous video, we discussed the pros and cons of leasing a vehicle. You can see that video linked below if you'd like to go watch it. This one is going to focus on actually calculating values associated with leasing through a couple of examples. So we'll start. We've got two examples and they're both actually linked together. So we'll start with example one. You're going to lease the car. In order to lease a car, the lease requires a down payment of $1,500. Like any down payment, this is a one-time cost. And then your monthly payment will be $220 plus taxes. And the length of the lease is 3 years. So find the monthly lease payment after taxes and the total amount you'll pay to lease the car. So the monthly payment after taxes, it's $220 a month. The quick way of adding PST and GST is multiplying that by 1.13. Your teacher will tell you whether or not you have to show the full calculation or not. We'll take this shortcut in the video. So it's $248.60 after taxes. And you're going to pay that every month for 3 years. Okay, so now find the total amount you'll pay to lease the car. Well, you had to pay the down payment of $1,500. So let's start with, and I'll do this calculation here, $1,500 plus you're going to pay $248.60 every month, 12 months in a year, so 12 times per year for 3 years. So you can put that whole calculation into your calculator just like that. 1,500 plus 248.60 times 12 times 3. And what you end up getting is, I just tried it on my calculator and pressed the wrong button. What you end up getting is $10,449.60. That is the total amount you'll pay to lease the car. So at the end of the 3 years, you'll have paid just over $10,000. You'll bring the car back to the dealership, and assuming you follow their rules about mileage and the condition the car is in, you'll return the car, and that's how much money you'll have spent to use it for 3 years. In example 2, what we're going to look at is if you want to buy that same car at the end of the lease, the same car from example 1. So I'm going to put just in the corner here $10,449.60 because we're going to need this value a little bit later. That's the answer we got to our total cost of leasing the car. So now the residual value of the car. Now residual value is how much they will sell you the car for at the end of the lease. They don't charge you full price because now it's a used car. So they'll charge you about what they could make for selling it as a used car on their lot. So the residual value of the car from that last example is $13,900. I just made this number up for the example. Okay, the car dealership would tell you how much the residual value is. So calculate the total cost to lease the car and then purchase it at the end of the lease. So I'm going to take the residual value, and it doesn't say it in the question, but the residual value is subject to taxes, both PST and GST. So I'm going to multiply that by 1.13. So 13,900 times 1.13 is 15,707 even. That's what it would cost you to purchase the car at the end of the lease. But they don't just want the cost to purchase it, they want the total cost to lease it and then purchase it. Don't forget you leased it for 3 years and spent $10,449.60. So if we add that on to what it would cost to buy the car, and we add those two values together, we end up getting a total cost to you of $26,156.60. Now we don't know enough information about this car to compare it to buying, but you can tell by the cost of leasing than buying. If you just bought this car outright, it might cost you anywhere from 21 to 23,000. You pay a little bit extra if you lease the car first and then buy it at the end. However, that's how some people have to do it because they can't afford the monthly payment to just buy it outright, so they're stuck in doing this option. Okay, I hope that clears up a little bit of calculating lease payments and the end result of lease payments, and thanks for watching the video.